Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad to see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Go down below, subscribe. Hey, so you can get all my uploads, all my videos, all my whatever I bring. I am Coach Sammy Love. I am so glad to come before you guys on today. On today, once again, I want to talk about some things that people don't really want to talk about. I call it Let's Talk About It. So on today, what really got on my mind, what I have on my mind for today is I want to talk about Job's wife. Yeah, I want to talk about Job's wife. Have you ever wondered why the devil struck the kids? He struck the workers, but he never touched Job's wife. Did you ever pay that attention? It's funny because I was going through my studies this week and I've read the story of Job many of times. But this one particular time that stuck out to me, that the devil did not touch Job's wife, but Job's wife was the same person that told Job, the man of God, to curse God and die after all these tragedies had happened to him. Not only had it happened to his life, it happened to her life too. Those were her kids too. Those were her servants too. Those were her workers too. So her and Job was husband and wife. And she tells Job, won't you just curse God and die? And so I thought that was amazing to me that the devil didn't touch her. He left her around. And so what instantly came to my mind is the devil will use a familiar face to pull you out of position. I'm going to use that again. The devil will use a familiar face to pull you out of the position. And you may say, well, Coach Sammy, why would you say that? Not only did he leave Job's wife, but Job's wife was the same one I said before that told Job to curse God and die. And the reason I say that is because sometimes we're so paranoid about meeting new people and going new places. I'm not saying not to use discernment. I'm not saying not to use wisdom. But sometimes we're so paranoid about the people who we don't know, that people that we feel that we are familiar with, we feel safe with them. But you got to understand this. Even people that we are familiar with, we have to use discernment with their hearts and their motives before we even get really close to them. Because you got to understand that the only way the enemy can strike you, he has to get close. The only way a snake can bite you is that he has to get close. So it has to get close to you to harm you. Just like Judas had to be in the inner circle in order, in the end, to be able to lead the men to Jesus so they could take Jesus away, which we know that God set that up. So I'm not saying this as for you to be paranoid, but that was just something I just thought about. It's like, wow, he left Job's wife alive for her to be the one to tell Job to curse God and die. And when I really look at that, I'm like, wow, she must not have had a relationship with God, because she must not have known God to be faithful and true and all these things that you can hear Job saying out through the book of Job. Even yes, Job complained about certain things, he would not curse God and die, because the Bible says that he was a righteous man. The Bible says that he knew God. He had a relationship with God. So he knew that even though these things were coming up against him, he still remembered the God that he had put his trust in. And so I just wanted to empower us on today. I wanted us to encourage us on today for us just to look at things different. Wow. That the enemy will use a familiar face to pull you out of position. So that means that even when you're familiar with someone, you still have to discern their motives. What is their heart posture? What is their love for you? Do they stand in your corner? Are they for you or against you? Are they in your circle just to be in your circle? Or are they in your circle because they believe in you and they want the best for you? That's something for us to think about. So like I said, I am Coach Sammy Love. I always come to encourage you. I always come to empower you. I always come for you to be strengthened up. That's what I do as a life coach. And for those who do not know me, I am a life purpose coach. I am the CEO of Victorious Life Coaching. You can go and check out my webpage. It's victoriouslife.coaching.com. You can find me on Facebook. I do one-on-one coaching. I do group coaching. I am an inspirational speaker, and I love to come and do these videos that you may be empowered. I thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys again at our next video.